Hi everyone, good morning, good morning. How are we this morning? Happy, what time is it? What day is it? I'm trying to think. It is Thursday. Sorry, every day seems the same these days. But I'm down in my friend's house, so I'm just doing it from here this morning. Hence the different background, and totally out of my comfort zone here. I'm trying to put the phone somewhere so it doesn't fall. And no celery juice this morning, so I'll just stick with the coffee. So how's everybody? How's everybody with their gratitude list? I know we're talking about a lot about goal setting this month or this week. So just wondering how you're getting on with your gratitude. Obviously, in order to reach our goals, we have to write out our gratitude list. Otherwise, you're not going to be on that vibration. So the gratitude list is really, really important. Sending the love and asking for guidance. Really, really important. There's another part of our routine as well that we do, and it's called mirror work. So Sylvia, my mentor, talks about that a lot. She's actually doing a 21-day abundance on doing mirror work, and it's basically like talking to yourself in front of the mirror and giving yourself all these compliments. So when we write out our gratitude list, we also send the love and ask for guidance. So we also stand in front of a long mirror, and we give yourself compliments. So you look into one eye and you say to yourself, I love you, you are perfect as you are. And then at least 3 more compliments, more if you can. And then you look into the other eye, I love you, you're perfect as you are, and 3 more compliments. So that has to be done every single day. And it's just another little part of our routine that really, really helps with confidence. It's amazing. And I find that when my energy is dipping throughout the day, I find that it really helps because, when your energy is dipping, it kind of means as well that you're disconnecting with your goal. So, confidence can dip in as well. And if that starts to happen, by just, saying your goal into the mirror, or saying your affirmations, I'm trying to fix the phone here, sorry. There we go. Saying your affirmations and giving yourself all these compliments, and you can say your affirmations in the mirror, like, I am an excellent leader, I am confident, I am amazing, I'm gifted and talented at what I do. Whatever it is that, if you feel, phone is dying. Oh God, sorry. Hopefully this will work. There we go, yes. I have it on top of a box. I forgot to bring my tripod with me. Tripod is just so handy. I meant to throw it into the bag. I never thought of it. Anyway, so by giving yourself all these compliments, it really, really helps with getting through your day. So, we're getting through our day and we're thinking about our goal all the time. But if we don't have the confidence to get there, and we don't believe in ourselves, then it really isn't going to happen, So believe in your product if it's a business goal, believe in yourself, and believe in your abilities. So morning Amy, how are you? It's very hard to see who's on, and if you don't comment, I probably won't see who's on, but that's okay. You don't have to comment, it's absolutely fine. Now I know that Amy, thank you. Now I know that I'm not talking to myself. I just sometimes you're just not sure because it's a different environment. So if you don't have that confidence in yourself and belief in yourself, then, it's not going to happen, and it's just going to be a dream, So always, always do this. So when you write out your gratitude list and ask for guidance, so after this call, you should straight away go over, morning Emery, straight away head over to your mirror and do what I just said. So I'll tell you about it again kind of near the end of the call after we do our little routine. So so let me know how you're getting on. Hi Deirdre, your eyes look fab. Oh my God. Thanks Deirdre, but it was like 2 o'clock, I was getting to bed and she had 2 friends round and there's 4 of us here just chatting, and it was just so lovely. So I don't feel fab at all, but thank you for saying that, Deirdre. You're very, very good. So I think we'll start writing our list. So that's just one thing actually that I really wanted to talk about this morning, because it is really, really important part of your routine, and I don't want to let that slip, and I don't want you not to be doing that. So some of you might have set your goals now, and a few of you got in contact with me yesterday. It was so lovely. Yesterday was a bit hectic and I might not have gotten back to you, but I was driving down home, and then I was with the folks for a few hours. It was so lovely, and then I just came here then. But But definitely you're doing really, really well writing out your type C goal. And, you know, just remember, you've absolutely no idea how to get there. And it doesn't have to be a long spiel either. You know, just what do you really, really want? Just write out your list. What do you really, really want? And professional and personal list. And, you know, it will, if you know, if you've no ideas. A lot of people, you know, depending on what you're doing, a lot of people will know. Must be the happiness shining through, yeah, probably. Happiness that I'm getting my hair done today, yay! But yeah, so just be clear about what you really, really want, and you know, and have your goal very, very clear. Know exactly what it is, but you know, it doesn't have to be long-winded or anything like that. Because people are saying, "Oh, how many lines? How many sentences? How many? You know, I don't need a paragraph." No, absolutely not. So you know, you have your goal. You have your date. So I'm so happy and grateful now that it's whatever date, and I am whatever your goal is. And in return for this, I will give my time, my experiences, and my knowledge to anybody willing to accept it. This is my reality. For this and for more, I am grateful. You know, short and sweet, even though I suppose if you're writing it out 9 times at night time, I was talking to you yesterday about 369. So 369 is where you can reconnect with your goal if you're feeling that you're kind of dipping, or if you're feeling that you're not seeing it. And you know, it's all about, you know, visualization as well. We really have to visualize our goals. And if you're kind of not seeing it and you're disconnecting from it, you know, it's another little tool that you can do. Write it out 3 times in the morning, 6 times at lunchtime, and 9 times at nighttime. So the more you're writing it out, the more you're suppressing it into your subconscious mind. You're not trying to convince yourself it's going to happen. That's not what you're doing. You're just believing. It just helps you to believe. This repetition helps you to believe. And at the start, you know, you're not going to believe. So this is a great tool to be doing on a daily basis, because you kind of need it, because you know, we've absolutely no idea how we're going to reach our goals. You connect the dots when you're looking back, but you cannot connect the dots looking forward. So it's all about your goal is, you know, you've absolutely no idea how you're going to get there. You don't give the how an ounce of thought or an ounce of energy. You just believe, you know, and you can do it. And am I willing? Am I able? Yes, I'm willing. And yes, I'm definitely able. And if the desire is strong enough, you will do anything to reach your goal. So just make sure it's something that you really, really want, because, you know, it has to deserve your time. You know, you're going to be dedicating your life to reaching this goal, and you're dedicating your life, but it's going to help people all around you. So you're obviously doing it for the greater good. You're not just doing it so you can blow this money on whatever. Like, you know, I think, you know, good people that set good goals, when you reach your goal, and you know, when you make the money or get the gorgeous house that you're after, you know, this makes you an even better person. You know, good people will become better, bad people become worse. But I don't think there's anybody here that will be doing a gratitude list that's a bad person, in fairness. So just, you know, keep in mind that it's something that you really, really want. The desire has to be stronger than your fears. So, because when you are, as I said yesterday, you are going to hit the terror barrier, because it's something you've never done before. So when you hit the terror barrier, if you're aware that it's a terror barrier, then you will know what to do. Don't bounce off it, push through it, you know, keep doing, keep going. And as Bob says in his first video, like, you know, about all these people that failed, the 2 bicycle mechanics that built the airplane. They failed and failed and failed. Edison, that invented the light, they failed about 10,000 times. They were told, "Are you mad? Like, you're going to hell for this," you know? And they just kept going. They had a vision. They had this goal. They kept going and going until they got there. They didn't know how they were going to get there, but they got there in the end. And he said, "You're only a failure when you stop. You're not a failure when you fail at something. It's only when you stop." And, you know, you bounce off that terror barrier. That's you stopping, you know, and you're going back to your life, your old life, and your comfort zone. And, you know, that's kind of sad, because that's what 97% of people do, which is really, really sad. So, yeah, so just keep it in mind. And obviously, if you have any questions or comments, comment below. I'd love to see your comments, and I'd love to know if you have a goal set, or if you plan on setting one, or do you have a type C goal or whatever. And let me know how you're getting on with your gratitude as well. And if you're watching the replay, let me know. Alrighty, I think we start writing our list. Oh, I've just realised I have no pen with me. Let me see. Is there anything here? Sure, is the pen here. Yeah, found one. Okay, so today is Thursday, the 16th of July. Perfect. as usual, the first one is morning, Maura, how are you? Now that everything in my life is moving in harmony with God's laws. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now that everything in my life is moving in harmony with God's laws. So remember, with every gratitude, really feel the emotions attached to each one and feel how grateful you are. Attract more of that in, and just set yourself up for the day. And read your gratitude list at lunchtime if you have to, if you feel you need it, you feel you're dipping or whatever. Yeah, and again in the evening if you have to, and write a few more as well. Like if you can only write 3 or 4 at a time, maybe you're not getting time as well to write 10, maybe you only have time to write 3 or 4, that's perfect. Feel the emotions attached to each one, and write 4 down that you're truly, truly grateful for, and then maybe write down 1 or 2 more at lunchtime, or 1 or 2 more again in the evening. It just keeps the vibration high, and it really helps you to respond more than react. And it definitely helped me that way, even just around the house, even with Chester, our new puppy. My God, when we got him first, like he's a golden retriever, and he just grabs everything, and you just grab it and run out the door, and it could be the kids' food off their plate. That used to drive me crazy. But now I'm like, okay, when I'm doing boiled eggs for the kids now, I'll put on an extra one for him because he loves them. And I just don't, I don't react to him anymore, and life is so much better. And I actually feel he's a lot calmer as well. He's really calmed down, and doesn't seem to be any reason to be given out to him anymore. And that's not the way to do it either. You need to train him so he knows not to eat the food from the plate. I know that. But I suppose these were just little things that were happening to me throughout the day, and now that I'm just an awful lot calmer, and I obviously have my oils, they help as well. So it's just as get through the day as stress free as possible, and especially when it comes to kids and a dog, you don't want to be frightening them, or you don't want to be always kind of nagging either. You want to enjoy life. Life is for living and enjoying. So it just made a massive difference to my life. He's a baba. I know, Hassan. I know. He's like 6 months old. I know. He is. And he's so lovely. Genuinely is so, so lovely. And wouldn't be without him now. But yeah, Hassan has a golden retriever as well. So she understands what I'm saying. But yeah, he is lovely. He is, in fairness. Okay, so let's start writing. Stop talking now. So how's everybody getting on? Anybody want to share what they're grateful for today? I've written down friends. I'm grateful for friends because there's two other girls here last night. One of them I had met before, another one I hadn't, and she literally like lives down the road here, and they're just so lovely. And you miss that when you don't have it, you miss it. And definitely in is the new out. Well, that's been my preference for a long time anyway. Don't ask me to go to a pub. Absolutely zero interest. I'm too lazy to get dressed up. I just love sitting in chatting, and I feel like we get more said and we can talk more when we're at home. So definitely friends is on my list this morning, and good friends, good chats, good laughs. Okay, so write a couple more and then we'll send the love. So at the end, you can write for this and for more, I am grateful. Thank you, God. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, perfect. Alrighty. Okay, so now it's time to send the love. So I used this oil when I got up this morning. It's called Air. It used to be called Breathe, and I said, right, I'm going to use that this morning because I was tired, obviously, getting up after going to bed at 2 o'clock. And Air is just opens up your airways. It's the respiratory blend, so it's just so it smells divine, and it's got peppermint in it. So of course I'm going to love it. It's got eucalyptus in it as well, and it's got lemon, camphor, melaleuca, which is tea tree. So gorgeous blend of oils. I'll quickly look up the even the first paragraph of the emotional benefits. Air addresses, so it's the oil of breath. Air addresses the inability to let go of grief or pain. Oh my God, it's so lovely. Individuals in need of air struggle to breathe and literally feel suffocated by sadness. The lungs and air passages become constricted, preventing air and emotion from releasing. The root of this condition is feeling unloved. Individuals grieve the love they've never received. They often shut down due to fear, not knowing whether the love they need will be there. They distrust whether it's safe to open and take in life. Air encourages individuals to release grief and sadness and to receive genuine love and healing. So lovely. So I'll do a separate video on that anyway. But we will now send the love to think of 3 people that are bothering you. So whether they're now or in your past or whatever it is. And a lot of people say only 3. I was telling the girls here last night and they were like, I can think of 5 straight away. So yeah, but like, think of one at a time. And as well, that one person, don't not think of them tomorrow because you've done it today. You need to get rid of all of this. So it could be 2 weeks before you stop thinking about that person. So when I first started this, there was one guy in particular that I did it with, and he wasn't very nice to my auntie, and it really upset me because I loved my auntie. She was like my second mother. I got on so well with her, and I used him first, and it took probably a month of me actually sending him love. And the very first day, I remember the very first week, I was like, how can I do this? And I was putting it off and maybe thinking of someone else, and it was just really hard thing to do. It was really challenging. So always know that it is challenging, but the more I said it, okay, this is all about me, this is going to do me good. And it did, genuinely did. When I close my eyes now and think of him, I can't even see his face. It doesn't even appear. And because there's absolutely zero emotional attachment to him. Zero. So all the anger that I had for him and whatever else I had for him is gone. Completely gone, and I feel better for it. So, use that as an example, or picture, think of somebody or something like a dog or a pet that you absolutely have unconditional love for. If you're finding this challenging, if you have absolutely unconditional love for your dog, and they wreck your house, but you're still going to give them a big massive hug, think of them when you're doing this. Morning, Fiona. Are you using I'm Fabulous book for references of the oils? Well, for what I read out there, I'm using this one, Emotions and Essential Oils. But when I do my separate video that I'll pop up after this call, I do use the I Am Fabulous book, because she has such lovely blends in this that we apply to ourselves topically, and they can just really help with different things that we're going through. So I usually pick maybe 1 or 2 blends in this for my separate video. So I'll be doing that afterwards, and just read out kind of what each oil in that blend helps with. So that's kind of what I've been doing. But yeah, no, for this call, for this live call, it's emotions and essential oils. So it's just so lovely. So every essential oil has an emotional attachment to it. They don't just help us physically, they help us emotionally as well, and spiritually. So very, very powerful. But yeah, so just think of your dog when you're trying to think of somebody that you're sending love to that you really don't want to send love to. No problem, Colleen. You too. Have a great day. So just kind of think of them, and just, you know, think of the emotions you have for them. So don't think of them when you're thinking of, when you're picturing the person, because you're not going to let any any emotions go. Then it's not going to happen. So just think of the love you have for them and send it to that person. I know it's still going to be challenging, but the more you do it, the easier it gets. Just try it, you know. So let's do it. Okay, so we do one person at a time, and we just close our eyes, deep breath in, and picture that person standing in front of you, white light or gold light, whatever suits you, from your heart to theirs, and sending the love. I wish you well. I love you if you can. If you can't, that's okay, but just wish them well, and it makes you feel good after it, and hopefully you do feel good after it, and let me know. Alrighty. Okay, perfect. When you're ready, move on to person number 2. Okay, perfect. When you're ready, move on to yourself. So picture yourself standing in front of you, and this light going from your heart to yours and sending the love. Much easier to do than the last 2. Okay, perfect. So now we ask for guidance. So just kind of really, really relax and connect with your soul, connect with the universe, connect with your higher self, whatever it is, God, that you connect with, and just ask the question. So ask its guidance for the day. So let the answers flow. Let energy is flowing to and through us all the time. And if we're forcing these answers, or if we're in competition mode, or if we're in panic mode, the energy isn't flowing. So we have to just really, really relax and let it flow, and let things happen, and let these answers in. Okay, so take a few deep breaths. perfect. So try and do that again throughout the day if you can, because you really need, you know, a good 5 minutes to really, really relax and get those answers, especially if you're not getting the answers. So if you're not getting the answers, just, you know, practice it more, and it does take practice. So thanks very much for coming on, and don't forget, after this call, head straight over to a long mirror and look into one eye. I love you, you are perfect as you are. Look into the other eye. I love you, you're perfect as you are. And then at least 3 more compliments afterwards, more if you can, and just, you know, it can be anything, and just make sure it's all positive. So positive affirmations, and in the present, you know. I am amazing. I'm gifted and talented at what I do. You know, and if it's something about your business that you're not doing that you want to do, say it in the present as if you are doing it, you know, and it's not convincing yourself. It's belief in yourself, believing that you can do it, and you will. Alrighty, thanks again for jumping on, everyone, and have a lovely Thursday, and we'll see you tomorrow morning. Alrighty, bye.